All right, so we finished last class talking about tissues, and then let's kind of layer on top of that with body membranes. So there's 4 body membranes you need to know, okay? So, all right, so you've got mucous membranes, serous membranes, cutaneous membranes, and synovial membranes, all right? And we'll go through these kind of individually. So the mucous membranes, basically they're coated with mucus, right? Secretions of mucus glands. And these are going to line membranes in your digestive, respiratory, urinary, and reproductive tracts. Okay, and here's your epithelium. And just because I want to make sure you remember from last class, what type of epithelium is this? It's what? Say it. What's the shape? It's well, what do we call it if it's rectangular? Columnar, right? It's columnar, right? And how many layers is it? 1. So what kind of epithelium is it? Simple columnar, okay? Now, it also has this little kind of cup here. It's called a goblet. Basically, this is a goblet cell, this whole cell right here. And this is basically mucus in this space, okay? So, and this is mucus here on the top, all right? This mucus has been released. Okay, these little hairs are cilia. Okay, this is your epithelium, and this is your connective tissue below, all right? Or deep to that. All right, now we also have serous membranes. They look a little different, right? So what kind of epithelium does this look like to you right here? How many layers? 1, so it's simple. What shape? It's kind of flat, right? So if it's flat, then it's what? Squamous, right? So when you see this, this is kind of what serous membranes look like, okay? And they line your ventral body cavities in the front of your body, like your peritoneal, pleural, pericardial, right? So, and here's some more loose connective tissue that's deep to that. All right, then you got your transudate, okay? So instead of mucus in a serous membrane, you know it's a serous membrane if it has transudate. All right, and if you saw a picture and it says, hey, this is a serous membrane, what is this stuff here at the top? You would tell me it is transudate, okay? Then we have the cutaneous membrane, okay? Also known as skin, okay? So the cutaneous membrane covers your outer surface of the body. Okay, here's your epithelium. Okay, you have deep to that, you got loose connective tissue, and then a more denser or more dense connective tissue deep to that. All right, what kind of epithelium is this? Well, remember that the apical surface is what we determine the shape by. So again, first, how many, multiple layers or single layer? Multiple layers. At the apical surface, what type of shape is this? What type of shape are these cells? They're flat. Okay, so these are the ones we determine based on the apical surface that it faces the opening, right? So if it's multiple layers and flat, it's what? What do we say flat cells were? So stratified. What's the flat one? Squamous, right? Or squamous. All right. All right, so here's I want you to see here, this is a basement membrane. So here you got your epithelium, and deep to that, you have a basement membrane that it attaches to. All right, and that basement membrane is made up of 2 layers. We have a basal lamina that's directly touching your epithelial cells. deep to that, you have reticular lamina. So these three terms you do need to know, okay? You have the basement membrane at the basal layer, which is made up of the basal lamina and the reticular lamina, okay? Because you could see a picture where, like, kind of like this, where you've got a label of one of those three, okay? So I'm just telling you that now, all right? I'll understand that? Okay, fourth type of membrane, synovial. All right, so with synovial membranes, they're going to line your joint cavities to produce fluid inside that joint. All right, so here's your synovial fluid in here. The knee joint is a great example of a synovial joint. All right, here's some cartilage on the ends of the bones. So those bones aren't really hitting up against each other in your knee. All right, so here in your synovial membrane, so you've got areolar tissue, right? We learned about that in connective tissue. Got some fibroblast cells, some epithelial cells here. All right, but you see this kind of joint capsule area where you can see the bones. It's the synovial membrane, right? You know, with your synovial fluid in the center. Okay, and it's a cushion, right, for your joints. So when you're running and jumping, you need that cushion, right? All right, so those are your body membranes. So mucous membrane, serous membrane, right? Cutaneous membrane, synovial membrane. All right, so which one is skin? Cutaneous, okay. Which one has transudate? Serous. Which one has goblet cells? Mucus, good. All right, and which one do you find in your joints? Just moved it. Synovial, right? Okay. All right, very good. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we'll probably bring you up a few at a time, go around, look at all the microscopes in the room. But I want everybody to turn in their lab manuals to pages 117 through 121. Okay, I want y'all to work on that. Work on that with your battle buddy. All right, so if you don't have a battle buddy today, you can kind of add on to someone else's group.